Welcome to The Explainer. So, you're ready to get MuleSoft's Anypoint Code Builder running in Visual Studio Code? Well, you've definitely come to the right place. We are going to walk through, step by step, exactly how to get you from a totally fresh install to a fully configured dev environment, all set to build some awesome integrations.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We've got 4 main parts. First, we'll cover what you need to do before you even begin. Then, we'll jump into installing the actual extension pack. After that, we'll get you connected to the platform, and finally, we'll go over some key settings and how to handle updates. Let's get to it. All right, Section 1, before you begin. Think of this as our pre-flight checklist. Getting these things sorted out first is going to save you a ton of headaches down the road and just make the whole installation process way smoother.
So you're going to need 3 things, pretty simple. First, an Anypoint platform account. That's a must for logging in. Second, you absolutely need to have Git installed on your computer. Anypoint Code Builder uses it behind the scenes for, setting up projects and all that good stuff. And third, make sure you have the latest version of Visual Studio Code. Seriously, if you're not sure, just grab a fresh download. It's the easiest way to avoid any weird version issues.
Now, a quick heads up about Git. Right now, you do have to install it yourself. It's a manual step, but the word is that future versions of Anypoint Code Builder might just install it for you, which is pretty cool. So hey, if you're watching this down the line, that's one less thing you might have to worry about.
Okay, Section 2, installing the extension pack. Now that all the prep work is done, we can get to the fun part. We're about to install the tools that turn your regular VS Code editor into a full-blown specialized IDE just for MuleSoft development.
So, just 4 steps here, but pay close attention. First, pop open the extensions view in VS Code. Second, in the Marketplace search bar, type in Anypoint Extension Pack. Now, this next part is super important. You want to install the entire pack, not the little individual extensions. If you happen to have any of those installed already, you'll need to uninstall them first. And finally, and this is a big one, once it's done installing, you have to completely quit and restart VS Code.
And they're not kidding about that restart. I mean, look at this quote. It's very important that you restart VS Code. You cannot just uninstall them and try to reinstall the whole extension. You have to quit. See, it's not just about closing the window and opening it again. You have to fully quit the application. The reason is that this extension pack fires up a bunch of background services, and a full restart makes sure everything gets shut down and started back up in the right order. Trust me, skipping this step is probably the #1 reason people run into weird issues.
So how do you know if it all worked? It's easy. You'll see a brand new MuleSoft logo pop up in your activity bar on the left. That little icon? That's your new best friend. It's the entry point for everything you're going to do with Anypoint Code Builder, right inside your IDE. All right, Section 3 is all about connecting to the platform. We've got the tools installed, which is great, but now we need to link them up to your Anypoint organization. This is what lets you actually sign in and get access to all your APIs and projects from right inside VS Code.
Now, what's cool here is that you've actually got 2 different ways to sign in, and they both work just fine. So, method 1. Look way down at the bottom of the window in that status bar. You'll see some text that says, "Not logged in to Anypoint platform." Just click on that. Or, method 2, look for the little user profile icon also in the bottom left and click it. A menu will pop up and you just pick Sign in with Anypoint platform. Either way you do it, you'll get the same login prompt.
Okay, last section, number 4, key settings and updates. We're almost there. This is about dotting the I's and crossing the T's. We'll quickly cover a couple of key housekeeping things to make sure your setup stays healthy and works correctly in the long run.
So, a really common question is, okay, now that it's installed, how do I keep this thing up to date? I mean, you want to make sure you're getting all the latest features and bug fixes, right? Well, the good news is VS Code is pretty smart about this and usually handles updates for you automatically. But if you're the type of person who likes to be sure, you can always check yourself. Just go back to that extensions view, search for the Anypoint extension pack, and if there's an update available, you'll see a nice big update button right there.
And now for our last check, which is actually a really big deal. How do you make sure your IDE is pointed at the right region, like US or EU? This might sound like a small detail, but if you get it wrong, your IDE is basically talking to the wrong data center. That means you won't see your projects and your deployments will fail. It's a critical setting to get right. Luckily, checking this is really easy. First, click on that MuleSoft icon in your activity bar. Then, inside the panel that opens up, click the little settings gear icon. And here's a neat trick. Doing it this way automatically filters all the settings to just the ones for Anypoint Code Builder.
From there, just search for Anypoint Code Builder control plane, and you'll find the setting. Just double-check that the right region for your org is selected.
And that's it. You are now officially set up. If you followed along, you've turned your standard VS Code into a powerhouse for MuleSoft development. You're all ready to start building.
So, your whole environment is configured, all the tools are in place. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?